And Vice President J.D. Vance is pushing back against reports he planned to host a strategy dinner on Jeffrey Epstein and the Epstein files. Sources say top administration officials planned to meet at the vice president's residence yesterday as they weigh whether to release the transcript of an interview with Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell. But now Vance says the dinner never happened and was never scheduled in the first place. Washington Bureau Managing Editor Catherine Falders has more on that. Catherine, what's the latest here?
Well, the bigger picture here is that, yes, there was a meeting scheduled yesterday. They always and have typically been meeting, whether it's at the White House or somewhere else, about the strategy as it relates to Epstein moving forward here. This is a issue that has really encompassed the White House, the Department of Justice, and the FBI, and something that they haven't really figured out the path forward on yet. And what I mean by that is there are debates internally about whether or not to release that transcript of that interview that Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche did with Ghislaine Maxwell earlier this month. Conversations have really revolved around that transcript, around an audio recording of that, how to release that, whether to release that or not, and then when to make that public. So these discussions that have been happening among top administration officials are still very much ongoing, Diane.
And Catherine, now the vice president is pushing back on the idea of this strategy dinner and whatnot. Where does this whole story go from here? How's the administration handling this now?
Well, it's a good question. I don't think that they have decided themselves, really, where this is going or how this will end. There's lots of different voices weighing in on this internally. Everybody appears to have a different opinion, whether that's doing a press conference and answering questions from all sorts of reporters, whether that's going on in a controlled environment or in a specific interview for these top administration officials, whether it be the Deputy Attorney General or the Attorney General. What exactly to release from this transcript and whether to make it all public and release the audio recording. So this is something that they're very much talking about behind the scenes. But I just note this is a problem that has been, frankly, created by them in some ways. The Attorney General Pam Bondi really started this back in February when she released those binders of the first phase, if you will, of the Epstein files. And now it's just continued and plagued the administration. So they're really, at least behind the scenes, trying to figure out a good path forward, especially as those top voices in Trump's MAGA base have expressed deep frustration over how this has been handled by the government.
All right, Catherine Falders, thank you.